Using your period blood as a face mask has so many benefits.
No. TikTok is full of advice that is going to ruin your skin. So today I wanted to look at some of the most unhinged things I have seen on TikTok and give my professional expert advice as an acne nutritionist so that you don't ruin your face by making the same mistakes. This first one is gotta top the list of one of the most unhinged things that I have seen on TikTok. It has 6.4 billion views. That is the period blood face mask. Yes, you've guessed it. It is using your own period blood as a DIY vampire facial. Let's watch this first one because it is one of the most unhinged things I have seen to date on TikTok. Ready for it? Let's play.
Using your period blood as a face mask has so many benefits.
No. There's just straight up, there is no benefits to this. I get it. I can see that, oh, you're thinking, oh, let's do a DIY vampire facial, DIY PRP by using our own period blood for a face mask. We have to remember that what this is a combination of, yes, blood, but also endometrial tissue, also bacteria, vaginal secretion. So you're just risking the infection of bacteria and yeast on your skin. Plus, if there's an active STI, you can also be spreading that. I highly recommend do not be using your own period blood as a face mask. If you want a vampire facial, go to a professional, have it taken out of your body in a sterile way in order to have it done properly. All right, let's watch this next one. Let's play it. Like, I love me some cinnamon. I love me some honey, but having cinnamon straight up on my skin, this is gonna be a no. This is going to irritate your skin. This is going to possibly burn your skin. This is going to damage your skin. So please do not do a cinnamon face mask. Sure, you can get a product that has cinnamon in it. That may be a warming face mask, but it's been properly formulated for the face, not just mixing it into a bowl and applying. Okay, let's watch it.
Today I'm going to teach you how to micro-roll.
No. Again,
so this tool
I love microneedling when it is done by a professional. When you are doing it yourself, you run the risk of damaging your skin because remember, you are putting tiny little puncture holes in your skin. If you do not have the right technique, if you do not do this properly, you can be damaging your skin severely. You can be wrecking the microbiome. You can be leading to broken pillaries. So if you are wanting microneedling, please do not do it at home. Again, this is where you want to go to a professional so that way you do not damage your skin. This next one, I've actually done it myself years ago before I studied skin health, before I do what I do. And yes, it actually does leave your skin super duper smooth, but we are risking damaging our skin. So let's watch this one. Ready?
You take your baking soda.
No, please don't do it.
Much.
I'm begging you. No.
Make
Don't do it.
Paste.
It's not worth it. The smoothness is not worth it. And if you're trying to figure out what she's doing here, she's actually using baking soda to exfoliate dead skin and unclog pores. But here's the thing. Baking soda is way too alkaline for your face. Your face needs to have a proper pH balance. And when we are scrubbing it with baking soda, we are just making it way, way too alkaline. Like it's actually giving me cringe. This is damaging your moisture barrier. It's going to leave it dry. It's going to leave it irritated. It's going to leave it inflamed. And this can actually lead to more breakouts in the long run. So if you're hanging out on TikTok watching skincare things, you're probably seeing this next one. So let's just give it a play.
This is your sign to start slugging your skin. To do this, you want to use a pea-sized amount of Vaseline petroleum jelly at the end.
So here's the thing. Vaseline slugging. You've probably seen it if you've been on TikTok. And the idea is that we are going to be slathering Vaseline on our face as the very last step in the skincare routine because it acts as an occlusive. It is going to be holding all of the moisture in. First thing to remember that Vaseline is made from a petroleum byproduct. That is the same stuff that is used to make fuel. It is highly occlusive. So it can also be trapping bacteria, dirt, sweat under that thick layer. We also definitely don't want to be using it over specific actives. It can clog our pores. And a lot of people have reported experiencing perioral dermatitis after Vaseline slugging. So this is a no. Instead, how about we just use a hydrating night cream? You ready for another unhinged one when you thought the period blood face mask was bad? Well, how about this?
Urine is the #1 anti-aging resource as far as I'm concerned by far. Urea is the only clinically proven skin moisturizer in the world. Urea is urine.
This is also a no. We do not need to be using our own urine as a toner. I have actually had clients say this to me where they're like, oh, I saw a TikTok where I just need to be using my own pee as a toner for my skin to help to balance the pH. Remember, raw urine contains waste and bacteria that the body is literally trying to get rid of. Yes, urea is used in skincare, but it has been purified. It's not straight up pee on the face. So instead of using pee, let's maybe try a urea-based product. Maybe we're going to be using a lactic acid. There are so many other options out there besides putting your own pee on your face. Remember, just because it's on TikTok doesn't mean that is beneficial for you and your skin. There are some straight up crazy things out there. So I got to know, what is some of the most unhinged stuff you have seen on TikTok? Let me know in the comments.